Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to also click on the like button, that we will encourage to put out more reliable and authentic news. Former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has reacted to Rotimi Amaechi's assertion that President Bola Tinubu's emergency rule declaration in Rivers State and the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara serves as a warning to governors who might oppose him in the 2027 election. In a Rise TV interview, Obi condemned the situation in Rivers State and its implications for Nigeria's democratic institutions. For me, what happened in Rivers State is very unfortunate and is impacting very negatively on the little democratic space we had. It eroded a lot from there, Obi stated. So as for intimidating the governors for 2027, it shouldn't be. The governors are going to seek re-election. You are going to seek re-election based on what you've been able to do and your performance for Nigerians. He emphasized that such political maneuvering undermines democratic principles. The governors just have one vote, and it is because of what I told you that it is not a democratic country when you are trying to intimidate the governors. If that is what it's trying to do because of 2027, then it is not a democratic setting. The former Anambra State governor also criticized the legislative process surrounding the emergency declaration, questioning the functionality of Nigeria's legislative bodies. There's no functional legislature, and it's not there in a political setting. What happens with our legislature doesn't exist in any democratic environment, he asserted. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Oscar Damisa says, when a thief who is no longer disposed to stealing, possibly for one condition or the other, tells you their modus operandi and you don't take him serious, it is only at your peril. So Amaechi is only talking from experience, right? Adeniyi Olufemi says, enough of these talks. It's good to criticize constructively, but one must know when to keep mute. Really? Olamide Adeosun says, anything against the government is what will be supported, but if it's in his region, Obi will be very quiet about it. Obi nonsense. Another comment from Shegun Shoboyejo says, all these kinds of nonsense talks can only come out from the mouths of frustrated, desperate politicians who are extremely bittered for losing elections. Moving on, another comment from El Akzan says, what Amaechi is trying to say is law kana. Nemesis is judging until we have fear and fair. It's good to do this to you if you do as return can. Oh gosh, English. Odunola Olufemi says, these two, Peter Obi and Rotimi Amaechi, are political ruffians and noisemakers. They are never talking sense, but pouring out bitterness in their mind for their failures and disappointments. When they were in government in their time, what extraordinary or outstanding performances did they put up to make them qualify for the presidency? Nigerians aren't idiots. You are assessed and judged by your previous performance and not ethnic inclination. Go back and learn the act of politicking. Edward says, it's another year, my brothers, my sisters. We know it's another year. Yusuf Yaro says, Peter Obi, Amebo General of a Federation, Talk Savvy General of a Federation, Eavesdropper General of a Federation, Waka General of a Federation, I hail you, but be mindful that you are yet to secure the mandate of Nigerian zone. You still know they do you. Now wow, wiki with all these names, Waka Eavesdropper, Talk. Now wow. Godswin Osage says, the only power that can save you on earth is Jesus. We know. Mustafa Lawal, I don't know why Obi is always spoiling APC government. They are criticizing, and that is his job as an opposition party, to criticize and call out the bullshit of a main political party in Nigeria. If they don't do it, who else will do it? Chima Ogunka says Tinubu is rubbishing the same democracy he claimed to have fought the military regimes for. Or is he a pretender and hypocrite because he is actually acting now as a civilian military president? Michael Emmanuel says absolutely out of point. Is Fubara the only suspect of opposition of his 2027 presidential re-election bid? There are better deeper insights through or true facts in issue here into. Teddy Edison says, read the man that is talking about democratic principle. These as 8 years Anambra State governor forced administrators to govern local governments instead of conducting elections. This man and Obasanjo doesn't have justification to talk on democratic system in government. That's the thing in Nigeria. You have had your own administration. We all experienced it. I'm talking about Obasanjo's administration. But because you are no longer in power, suddenly you become a saint. Plus, Peter Obi as well. All of these people, they are no saints. I always say it. Politicians are no saints. Unless it is somebody that just, came maybe abroad or even within the country that has great track record. Somebody who has been in civil service, who have had great track record and commendation from people who have worked with him or her. Or except that too, because apart from that, all of these politicians whom we are now seeing, most of them are just pots calling the kettle black. Most of them will do worse when they become the president. Most of them has in fact done worse. Take a look at Obasanjo, who declared state of emergency. He declared state of emergency and a sitting governor ran out of his own state. He paid, the House of Assembly members in Ekiti State to impeach Fayose then Fayose. Fayose had to hide at the back of, in a car trunk, to disappear and run out of Ekiti when his life was threatened. The same man talking about Tinubu's government. Don Ben says, Amaechi spoke convincingly like a man that have faced reality in Nigeria. Obi is speaking like a man that is not yet facing reality in Nigeria. He's trying to be professional with his comments. Lastly, a comment from Abraham says, it is true, the only opposition governors now that are able to criticize Tinubu are the ones that are in their second term. Even at that, some of them are being very careful because of the threat of declaration of state of emergency. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.